With 5 games to go in the English Premier League, is there a chance Arsenal can win all its remaining matches while it hopes Manchester City sleeps? Well, we're about to find out the possibility, so stick around and make sure you watch this video to the end as we analyze these matches and the possible outcomes. Hi, welcome to Arsenal Fan Zones, the show that brings you the latest update as it concerns Arsenal. If you're visiting this channel for the first time, please do want to hit on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get to be notified whenever there's a new video. Let's take this to 1000 subscribers. Alright, so it looks like Arsenal once again bottled its chances of winning the Premier League after 20 years of wait when they lost a very vital game against Aston Villa. Although it was expected to be among the toughest matches for Arsenal as the league comes to a climax, but it was heartbreaking that the defeat was at the Emirates. Well, you can easily make excuses for the Gunners looking at the number of matches they have played within this period of time, including the Champions League games against Porto and Bayern Munich. But of course, this is the Premier League, and if you have to win the title, you have to fight to the end. Well, there was no better way to respond to the shocking defeat to the Villains, which was also followed by a 1-0 loss to Bayern Munich in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final, than to win away at the Molineux. Just like Aston Villa, Wolverhampton Wanderers were also going to be a stumbling block to Arsenal, but Arteta's boys showed their class once again. Arsenal went back to the top of the Premier League table with a 2-0 victory over Wolves on Saturday, but Manchester City remained favourites for the title. Goals from Leandro Trossard and Martin Odegaard at the Molineux took Arsenal 1 point above City and level on points with Liverpool, who beat Fulham by 3-1, but they have played a game more than City. So let's see what the remaining 5 matches for Arsenal will look like and the possible outcomes. Arsenal vs Chelsea. The Gunners will be hoping they can keep their Premier League title charge going when they host Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium, while the Blues, meanwhile, harbour slim hopes of European qualification. Although Chelsea are struggling down in 9th in the Premier League table, it is always a different ballgame when these two London sides meet. The Blues can now only qualify for Europe by way of Premier League finish. They were 6-0 winners over Everton last week before their profligacy cost them on Saturday as they fell to a 1-0 FA Cup semi-final loss to Manchester City. The defeat ended an 8-game unbeaten run, though they have now failed to win in 4 away from Stamford Bridge. In the reverse fixture against Arsenal, Chelsea led by 2-0, but were unable to hold on to their advantage, eventually having to settle for a 2-2 draw. It extended Arsenal's unbeaten run against Chelsea to 4 games with 3 wins for the Gunners. Well, Chelsea have found some form in front of goal, however, scoring in each of their past 15 league games. They have scored 61 goals in their 31 games, but have also conceded 52. Well, as far as this game is concerned, Arsenal will be hoping that Bukayo Saka does what he knows how to do best. So far, Saka has scored 18 goals and provided 13 assists for the Gunners. His pace and directness have caused plenty of problems for the opposition this season, who have struggled to deal with him one-on-one. He has also been the star of the team as he has looked unstoppable on the right wing for the Gunners. For Chelsea, Cole Palmer should be the star player to look out for. Despite being in his first full season at the club, he's tied with Erling Haaland as the top scorer in the Premier League, showing the kind of outstanding season he's having. He has scored 23 goals this season and also provided 13 assists. Well, historically, these teams have played thrilling and tight games, but Arsenal, who have beaten the big teams at home this season, should pick all 3 points against the Blues. Well, shortly after the game against Chelsea, it will be the second North London derby, which should stand as one of the most crucial matches for Arsenal. With the current status of the Premier League table, Tottenham Hotspur might just be the determinant of who wins the Premier League title. The month of April as well as the month of May happen to be the highly decisive month in the Premier League as the battle for the title as well as the top 4 intensifies. Tottenham is currently eyeing a top 4 finish and a possible spot in the Champions League. And although many had focused on how these fixtures can determine the winners of the league, for sports fans, this is also an important part of their season as well. Now here it is. If Spurs beat any of the Premier League top sides and lose 2-1, that one is automatically poised to go top of the table and maintain a few points gap in the final sets of games in the season. So Tottenham will face Arsenal on April the 28th, Liverpool on the 5th of May, and of course Manchester City on the 14th of May consecutively. These are key fixtures many will be paying close attention to as the league progresses. But for the records, Arsenal won without conceding on their last visit to the Tottenham Stadium and have done the same in 3 of their last 4 Premier League matches. Will Tottenham be nice to their North London neighbours? We'll see how it pans out.